we've got the inside scoop on Bryan Kohberger's cross-country road trip. Picture this: a father-son duo driving from Washington to Pennsylvania over 4 days. They made pit stops at 3 different Comfort Inn hotels along the way, all booked under Dad's name. December 13th, 2022, they hit the road at 8 a.m., cruising for 8 hours to Twin Falls. Next day, another 8-hour drive lands them at the Utah-Colorado border. So this investigative journalist drops a bombshell in his book, When the Night Comes Falling. Apparently, law enforcement had no clue Bryan was heading home by car. For 2 days, Bryan was off the grid, and the authorities were completely in the dark. It wasn't until Bryan crossed the Utah-Colorado state line, the FBI knew exactly where he was. An automatic license plate reader scanned his plates and instantly alerting authorities. This was also mentioned in the original affidavit. In this book, the author accidentally spilled some major tea. Get this, a Cessna 182 plane was tailing Bryan from day 3 of his journey. Now here's the kicker. That's the same type of aircraft the FBI uses for surveillance. The author, who's clearly team guilty, had no idea he was dropping this bombshell. This revelation opens up a whole new can of worms. Was Bryan already a person of interest before the outcome of the DNA analysis was known? You're probably thinking, no way this author can prove a plane was tracking Bryan. But guess what? We've got the receipts. Ever heard of ADS-B Exchange? It's a website that lets you replay aircraft flights from any date and time. We're about to dive deep into some next-level detective work. It's 11 p.m. Zulu time, 4 p.m. local. A license plate reader gets triggered, and suddenly, a Cessna 182 takes to the skies. This isn't an FBI plane. It's a commercial plane that happens to be a Cessna 182. We are wondering if law enforcement called the airport to scramble any available plane to have eyes in the sky, to confirm a white Elantra was on the road, or to keep track on it. However, as you can see, the flight cuts short, returning to the airport promptly. Did ground units already take over, allowing the pilot to return to the airport?
We're diving into day 3 of Bryan's cross-country adventure with his dad. They're hitting the road at 8 a.m. sharp, cruising from Fruita to St. Louis. Now, here's where it gets juicy. After checking the maps, we can't find a Cessna 182 or other aircraft that is continuously tailing them. We think the tip used in the book was a one-time flyby. What we did notice 2 hours in is the ground unit may have needed a breather, and boom, a helicopter swoops in, picking up Bryan's trail. Similarly, on day 4, just minutes before Bryan is stopped twice in Indiana, a helicopter hovers an Esso gas station and then follows Bryan's path until he's pulled over. Law enforcement were indeed tracking Bryan before the IGG tip. His DNA matched a knife sheath, but now we should doubt if this is the same sheath from the crime scene. Heck, let's go one step further and postulate that Bryan noticed his knife missing after returning home and so searched online on Craigslist and Amazon for the suspected thief. This case is a complex puzzle with many twists and turns. What's the real story here? International students pay way more in tuition. We're talking 10 times the rate. Now imagine if the word got out that our campuses weren't safe. It could be a disaster for enrollment and reputation. Korean, Chinese, and Indian students would choose European universities instead, such as Oxford or Madrid. So, what happened next? Well, it seems like someone had to take the fall. Enter Bryan Kohberger.